Now let us see the first question in exercise 8.1. Here, before two sessions we have discussed about the basic proportionality theorem and the converse of the basic proportionality theorem. And based on the theorem, we are going to solve all the problems in exercise 8.1. So here, what's the basic proportionality theorem says here? If you consider any triangle and if a line divides the if a line is parallel to the one side of the triangle, then the other two lines are divided into the same ratio. So in this one you can write it as, let us consider this one as ABC and let us name it as DE. So what they are saying here, if DE is parallel to BC and if a line is parallel to one side of the triangle, that means here if DE is parallel to BC, then the other two sides are divided into the same ratio. Then the other two sides, which is nothing but AD by DB is equal to AE by BC. This is nothing but the basic proportionality theorem, AE by BC. Then what is the converse of this basic proportionality theorem? If a line divides the other two sides in the same ratio, then we can say that that line is parallel to the third side. Just reverse. That means if AD by DB is equal to AE by BC, if this condition is given in the question, then directly you can say that DE is parallel to BC. Now, based on that theorems, we are going to solve this exercise. Now see the first question in exercise 8.1. So here, what is the first question given here? In triangle PQR, they have given one triangle which is PQR such that ST is a line and they have drawn one line ST such that how they have drawn here PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. That means PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. That means these two lines are divided into the same ratio. So here, and they have given here angle S is equal to angle R. That means angle PST, this angle, and angle QRT, these two angles are equal. And based on these two conditions, you need to prove this triangle is an isosceles triangle. So, what is meant by the isosceles triangle? And you know that in a triangle, if two angles are equal, we call it as an isosceles triangle. And now here we need to prove here this triangle is an isosceles triangle. First, write it what they have given in the question. So here, what they have given in triangle PQR, ST is a line such that what is the condition given here? These two lines are divided into the same ratio. That means here they have given here PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. So write it here such that PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. This is the condition they have given, and they said that in the question angle PST is equal to angle QRT. This is given. What we need to prove? We need to prove here the given triangle is an isosceles triangle. That means you need to prove here that triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. So let us do the proof now. So what they have given here, PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. That means they have given this line is dividing these two sides in the same ratio. Then by the converse of the basic proportionality theorem, what we can say here, this line is parallel to the third side. What is the third side here? QR. So by the converse of the Thales theorem, we can say that ST is parallel to QR. So write it here. Here, what we can write it here, since PS is by SQ is equal to PT by TR. So by the Thales theorem or by the BPT, basic proportionality theorem, here what they have given, these two sides are divided into the same ratio. Then we can say that side is parallel to the third side. In this case, the third side is QR. So here you can write it here by basic proportionality theorem, ST is parallel to QR. Now here, if you consider this triangle here, I am drawing again here, which is PQR, and here they have given one line such that it is dividing these two into the equal parts, and here we got here ST is parallel to QR. If this line and this line is parallel, what we call this one? We call this one as a transversal, right? And you know that in a transversal the corresponding angles are equal. So what is the corresponding angle here? This angle and this angle are the corresponding angles. What are corresponding angles? The angles that is lying on the same side of the transversal, and one is interior transversal. I am drawing here separately. Here, what we got it here, ST is parallel to QR. Let us consider this is ST and this is QR, and we got it here by the converse of the basic proportionality theorem. These two are parallel. So here we have drawn here one line, and you know that this is nothing but the transversal. So here, what is this angle? Interior angle, because it is lying inside the transversal. And what is this angle? Which is exterior angle, because it is lying outside this parallel line. So here you can observe that these are the corresponding angles, because here they are lying on the same side of the transversal, and one is interior and the other is exterior. And you know that corresponding angles are equal. So from this you can say here angle S is equal to angle Q. So here, since the corresponding angles are equal, you will get this angle is equal to this angle. What is this angle? Which is nothing but PST, and what is this angle? Which is PQR. Why we got this condition? Because corresponding angles are equal. But in the question what they said here, these two angles are equal. In the question itself what they have given here, angle PST is equal to angle QRT. So here, like it, what they have given, angle PST is equal to angle QRT. Here you can observe that in both of these equations the LHS part are same. Here angle PST is there, here also angle PST is there. So since the LHS are equal, you can equate the RHS. So you will get these two angles are equal. What are those angles? Which is nothing but angle PQR is equal to angle QRT. That means in this triangle, what we got it here, angle Q is equal to angle R. So in this triangle, if you consider two angles are equal, so what we can say about this triangle, which is nothing but isosceles triangle. Again I am saying this one. Here what they have given that these two sides are divided into the same ratio. That means PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. So by the converse of the Thales theorem, you can say here ST is parallel to QR. If ST is parallel to QR, what is this one? PQ is nothing but the transversal. And in transversal the corresponding angles are equal. So we can say that angle PST is equal to angle PQR. And in the question they have given that these two angles are equal. So by comparing those two equations here, we got these two angles are equal. So in a triangle, if two angles are equal, what we can call that one as an isosceles triangle. Now here write the proof of this one. So up to where we have written ST is parallel to QR. So here I am rubbing this one. So what we got it here? We got it here. ST is parallel to QR. If ST is parallel to QR, what we can say about the PQ, which is nothing but the transversal. So write it here. PQ is the transversal. And from that, what we can conclude here, these two angles are equal. What are those angles? Which is nothing but angle PST is equal to angle PQR. Why these two angles are equal? Because the corresponding angles are equal. But what we have given in the question, we have given that these two angles are equal. So here write it here and given what they have given, angle PST is equal to angle QRT. Right? Now let us consider this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. So by comparing 1 and 2, by comparing equations 1 and 2, since the LHS parts are equal, you can equate the RHS part. So you will get here angle PQR is equal to angle QRT. Since in a triangle, so therefore in triangle PQR, since two angles are equal, so what we can say about this triangle? Therefore, triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. transversal concept, so that we have proved the given triangle is an isosceles triangle. Now see the next problem here. The second question, let us draw the triangle first, and after that you can write what is given. And here they have given the triangle. AMB L, here it is NBC. Here this is the triangle given, and what is given, write it here first. Here what is given here in the given figure, LM is parallel to CD. What they have given, LM is parallel to CD. And again what they have given, LN is parallel to CD. So write it here, and LN is parallel to CD. So this is given, and after that what we need to prove here, here we need to prove here AM by MB, AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. So this one you need to prove here. So here see in this triangle, here what they have given here, LM is parallel to CD. So what is LM? This one. This one is parallel to this side, right? And similarly they have given LN is parallel to CD. Clearly you can observe that these two lines are parallel. So mark it here, two arrow marks which indicates that these two lines are parallel and these two lines are parallel. Now if you consider this triangle, the upper triangle here, ABC, if you consider this triangle, you can observe that these two sides are parallel. I am drawing here separately. What is the triangle they have given here? The upper triangle is look like this, right? And what is the triangle they have marked here? ABC, ABC, and here this is ML. So I have drawn it here separately here, and what they have given here, these two sides are parallel. So if you consider this triangle, these two sides are parallel, by based on the Thales theorem, what we can say, if a line is parallel to the other side of the triangle, then the other two sides are divided into the same ratio. That means here you can say here AN by MB is equal to AN by LC. Just draw it separately. Here you can observe that this line is parallel to this line. So by the basic proportionality theorem, you can say that AN by MB is equal to AN by LC. So write it here. What is the proof here? Since LM is parallel to CB, so by the PPT theorem or the basic proportionality theorem, what you can write? You can write the other two sides are divided into the same ratio. That means AN by MB is equal to AN by LC. So write it here. AN by MB is equal to AN by LC. So, and after that here, you need to consider this triangle here. If you consider this triangle, the below triangle, you can observe that this line is parallel to this line. So here again, these two sides are divided into the same ratio. So you can write AN by MB is equal to AN by LC, right? So here again, what I have given here, LM is parallel to CD. That means these two lines are parallel. So these two sides are divided into the same ratio because we are considering the triangle ADC. In triangle ADC, LM is parallel to DC. So by the basic proportionality theorem, you can write AN by MB is equal to AN by LC. So write it here. Here and in triangle ABC, right? Now similarly you need to consider the triangle, which triangle? Which is nothing but ADC. And if you consider this below triangle ADC, LN is parallel to CD. This is the condition they have given, which is LN is parallel to CD. And again by the basic proportionality theorem, these two sides are divided into the same ratio. So write it here by Thales theorem. can write it here AN by ND is equal to AN by LC. So write it here AN by ND is equal to AL by LC. So here we got this equation. If you consider this condition, LM is parallel to CP, and we got one more equation. If you consider this condition, LN is parallel to CD. Now you can compare these two equations here. You can observe that in the LHS part both are same. Here AL by LC is there. Here also AL by LC is there. So you can equate the LHS part. So write it here from equations 1 and 2. Since the LHS part are equal, you can equate the, since the RHS part are equal, you can equate the LHS part. What is nothing but AM by MB is equal to AN by NB. So here, see the question, what we need to prove here? We need to prove here AM by AD. Here what we got it here, AM by MB is equal to AN by MB. But what we need to prove? We need to prove here AM by AB. That means this AM by AB is equal to AN by AD, the whole length. So here for that what we need to do, just add 1 on both sides. So here this one we need to prove here. So after adding 1 on both sides, what you get, AN by MB plus 1 is equal to AN by MB plus 1. So take the LCM, what you will get? You will get here AM plus MB by MB is equal to AN plus ND by ND. Or you can reverse this one, or you can add this one. So here what you will get, AM plus MB. What is the value of AM plus MB? AM plus MB, which gives you here AB, the total length. So you will get here AB by BM is equal to, what is the value of AN plus ND? This is the value of AN and this is the value of ND. If you add, you will get here the total length, which is AD. So here AD by ND. Just reverse this one, so that what you will get here, BM by AB is equal to, here after that you will get here ND by AD. Here what we have done here, in the question they asked to prove here AN by AD. This one also they can ask here, if this one, and at this step you can do here, at this step you can interchange these values. Let us interchange these values and let us check here. This one is also important. Now here, if you interchange these values here, what you get here, MB by AM is equal to ND by AN. Now here, let us add 1 on both sides. So after adding 1 on both sides, what you will get, BM by AM plus 1 is equal to DN by AN plus 1. So here, just add it here, what you will get, BM plus AM by AM. Just multiply these two values by AM, which is equal to DN plus AN by AN. What is the value of BM plus AM? Which is nothing but AB. BM plus AM, which gives you here the total length, which is AB. So you are getting that AB by AM is equal to, what is the value of DN plus AN? DN plus AN, which gives you the total length, which is AB. So here AB by AM. Just again reverse this equation, so that what you will get here, AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. This is what we need to prove here. So here again I am explaining this question. Here what they have given here in the question, LM is parallel to BC, and similarly they have given here LM is parallel to DC. Based on this, you need to solve here AM by AB is equal to AN by AB. So we are applying here the basic proportionality theorem. By that theorem, what you can write, since these two lines are parallel, you can write it here AM by MB is equal to AL by LC. This is the first equation. And similarly, if you consider these two lines are parallel, and by the Thales theorem you can write AN by ND is equal to AL by LC. And here AN by LC is common, so that you can equate here, you will get AN by ND is equal to AN by MB. Since we need to prove this one, we have added 1 on both sides, so that we got this one. From this session is completed. In the next session we are going to solve the